Good morning, St. Mark's. How are you today? It's Sharon Hunt, and it's Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. I'm going to talk about some moments I've had recently. So, one of them was the moment with the rainbow, where I got to walk outside and be in the presence of God, with the beautiful rainbow stretching across the sky. Within that, I got to be and share that moment with my husband, Bruce, and then I got to share that moment with my friend, Margaret. Another moment I had came from the devotional when we did the Golden Thread, and one of those moments was I received a phone call. I received a phone call from Mal Buckholtz, and Mal said, "Sharon, I've missed you." And I was like, "Mal, I've missed you." And he said, I turned on the devotional today, and there you were talking about a golden thread. And he probably said more, but the reality is like in the moment, I just really liked hearing Mel's voice. And even though I had thought about calling Mel, I didn't do it. But Mel did do it. And what a blessing that was to me, because Mel was in the moment and made a phone call. And thanks, Mel. And another moment has come with Jane Thomas. So for those of you who don't know, Jane Thomas is a new member of St. Mark's. She joined just a few weeks ago, and Jane Thomas is blind. Yes. So Jane Thomas actually did some research, found out about us, started watching us and worshiping with us when we were online only through this pandemic. Yes. Did you hear me say that? She watched us. She would get onto YouTube and she would listen to the sermons. And then now she joins us in person and has joined St. Mark's. I've had the privilege of trying to get to help Jane get onto Zoom meetings for our Wednesday Bible study. And here's the thing about the moment. When I speak with Jane, it is so evident to me that she hears more than I see. Did you hear that? She hears more than I see. And because of that, I am kind of overwhelmed about what am I missing? What am I missing that this person can hear so much more than what I'm hearing, and so much more than what I'm seeing? And it was eye-opening to me. And so I thank Jane for that. I actually called Jane today and I asked her, "Jane, can I share my experience with you?" And she told and through the devotional, and she told me yes. She told me I could. And one of the things she wanted to remind me was that just that blind people are just like us. They just find different ways that they get things done, and that's really true. And she told me, she said, "Sharon, when you called me this morning," she said, "I could tell maybe something wasn't right, but again, she heard in my voice." And she probably, actually what she probably heard, the struggle was, is that I was thinking, I've got to finish this devotional and I need to know if she'll say yes. And was I in the moment? No. But I was in the moment when she stopped and she said I could hear that there was something that was just a little bit off today. And now she knows what that is. But she has been a blessing as I've gotten to know her a little bit, and I continue to look forward to know her more and to get to know her more. So welcome, Jane, to St. Mark's, and thanks for helping me to see. So those are some moments. Other moments that are happening right now at St. Mark's is that we are getting to be able to worship in person in the building. And it looks so much different than what I think anybody expected. Even if you came in June in the beginning, you probably had these expectations that it was going to feel different, it was going to be different. And it is different. It's different if you can see what's happening. It's different because we're coming in, we're hand sanitizing right away, we have to check in the system, we keep our social distance, we get ushered to the pews, there's a big pool noodle that's 6 feet long that separates us between the pews. But you know what's not different? It's not different to sit there and hear the word of God coming from Pastor Keith. Communion might be different in the way that we break the bread, but the feeling's the same as I sit in the pew and I take communion and I spend time with God. It's the same. It's the same feeling. Worship, it's the same feeling. And so, although it may look different, the spirit, it's the same. So how did I come up with talking about moments today? Well, I was in the car and I was listening to Caleb, and I hear God a lot through music. So a song had come on by Jeremy Camp, and it's called Keep Me in the Moment. And so if you get a chance, you might YouTube that. Once again, it's called Keep Me in the Moment by Jeremy Camp. And this is what the chorus says in that song. Singing, "Oh Lord, keep me in the moment. Help me live with my eyes wide open, 'cause I don't want to miss what you have for me. What you have for me. Singing, oh Lord, show me what matters. Throw away what I'm chasing after, 'cause I don't want to miss what you have for me. What you have for me. Keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. Lord, keep me in the moment, because I don't want to miss what you have for me." As I was driving around and I was thinking, am I staying in the moment? Are my eyes wide open? And then what I realized is that my eyes don't have to be wide open. I could hear. I could see with what I can hear around me, and I can listen for God. So I challenge you to be in the moment. One more thing before we end. So Jane Thomas also listens to the daily devotionals. So I encourage you all to introduce yourself so Jane knows who you all are. Because once you meet her at church, she'll definitely know who you are by your voice. And one more thing. I'm going to call this the 3-2-1 challenge. Text 3 people today. Let them know that you're thinking about them, and stay in the moment with 3 people through text. Write 2 cards of words of encouragement to people today, and make 1 meaningful phone call today. Stay in their moment. There's many of us who have not made it back to church. We need to stay in the moment with them. Be blessed. Have a great day. Goodbye, St. Mark's.